So I'm David Mustill. I'm the chairman of Milton 100 Wargames Club. This is Broadside Game Show, biggest Wargames show of its type in Kent. This year is the most number of traders and the most number of games we've ever had, and as far as I can tell, the most number of visitors so far. So we have trade stands ranging from Warlord Games and Sarissa, who are some of the biggest names in the country, down to small independent companies like Athena and SMFX, first time here, who are much smaller companies. So we have 20 display war games this year from clubs all over Kent, Essex and Sussex, with games ranging from the Fall of Berlin to Star Wars, Legion and sci-fi and fantasy games. It looks like so far we've got more visitors than we've ever had before, which is always good to see. Our aim at the show is to make a community hall, ideally to get young people in. This wargaming tends to be populated by, shall we say, older people, and we like to encourage young people, children, to come in and have a go at the games, play the games. We have a painting area where they can sit down and paint miniatures for free, and just generally get involved and see what the hobby is like. And hopefully we've done a good job on that. If you haven't been to Broadside before, or if you don't know about the wargaming hobby, this is a great place to start. So we have games so you can join in, so you can see how it works, see how easy it is to get into wargaming. And if you like the games on display, then there's places to buy them. So it's a really good entry point for the hobby. It's a hobby that anyone can enjoy at any age. It tends to be older people who play, but the more younger people that get involved, the better the hobby becomes, because it becomes wider known. Younger people tend to know about Warhammer, Warhammer 40,000, so this is an alternative. We do have some Warhammer here. There's always something to pique the interest, fantasy games, sci-fi games. If you're interested in ancient history, there's ancient history war games out there. All of our clubs are happy to chat to people and encourage them to get into the hobby. If you're already a gamer and you haven't been to the show before, there's a huge flea market with bargains on it. There's plenty of stands where you can buy new games, paints, brushes, everything you need for the hobby. We like to be almost a one-stop shop for war games. So a convention day like this is really good for newcomers and veterans alike. Everyone's got something here to take away.
Hi, I'm Dan Abnett. I'm a writer of comics, novels and games and all sorts of different things. I've been invited here to Broadside today as a guest. I'm having a fantastic time. I live not far away. I didn't know this went on every year, so I'm delighted to find it. I've met some fantastic people. We've had a steady stream of people who are either current readers who want to talk to me about my books, or future readers who are buying books for the first time. But one of the reasons I love coming to something like this from the point of view of a writer who stays behind his desk all day and never meets anybody is to actually talk to people and get feedback, to find out what they like and what they don't like. And everybody today has been absolutely wonderful. It's also a brilliantly organised show. There's my Groot comic that I did quite recently, but yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. My name's in the end credits to Guardians of the Galaxy. Lawless is amazing. It's Phil Winslade, who's I've worked with, the amazing black and white artwork, deliberately drawn in black and white, which is a lovely contrast these days. So I can flick through, show you some of the gorgeous stuff that he does. Very atmospheric, amazing levels of detail. And would you believe Phil actually doesn't think he's a good artist?
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. And then somebody like Ian, who I work with on a lot of things, Ian Culbar. This is Brink, which is very different, beautifully stylised, amazing locations, amazing use of colour. Brink is a science fiction police procedural. It's kind of it's set after the end of the Earth, and everybody's living in habitats because the Earth has died. And it's about the police trying to find out who's behind some sort of very Lovecraftian crime that's been going on there. So I've had a fantastic time so far, and there's only about another couple of hours for it to go horribly wrong. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Thank you for having me here today.
So welcome to the Monster Merchant stand. We're here at Broadside, fantastic show. So if you already follow us, you know that we specialise in buying second-hand stuff, everything from wargaming all the way through to toys and like vintage and retro items. But today we've just got all of our awesome full-size props. If you're coming to the show, come and visit, come and have a play with them. They're all here to try on, pick them up. We've got everything from the Aliens pulse rifle, we've got the Space Marine combat knife, which has recently seen some Tyrannid action, as you can see there. We've got Star Wars, we've got Iron Warriors, we've got Night Goblins. Come and say hello, come and have a play.
Hi, I'm Paul from Wargames, retired Wargamers Reloaded. This is our Berlin table. It's representative of Berlin, 29th of April 1945, the day before Hitler committed suicide. It's the final Russian attack on Berlin. We've done some vignettes, so the firing squad. Quite a nice shot there, Panzerfaust firing, taking out the T-34. So this being Berlin, one of the features of the game is, unfortunately, chaps hanging from lampposts. The Germans had a habit of hanging people they thought weren't sufficiently keen enough on the war. So we got some hanging from the lampposts. There he is, hanging from the lamppost.
Oh, hello, it's Matt here from the pit crew, fully loaded up with our Mantic stuff, which we represent Mantic at the shows, running demos as well of Dungeon Saga, representing KR cases, so we've got a large range of all of their foam and cases for them. And then obviously Eagle figures, we cast our own miniatures, historical stuff, American Civil War, Napoleonics, 7-Year War. We're expanding out on the ranges there, so there's more coming later this year from that. Been going since 2010, so this will be our 11th year out and about on the road and what have you. So yeah, it's good fun.
At the Warlord Games stand here, we have got a selection of all of our game systems. We've got everything from Hail Caesar all the way down to Bolt Action and Conflict 47. Find everything you're after here, from metal blisters to the large starter armies. We've got individual paint pots and then paint sets. So if you want to stock up on a few little paints just to keep you going, or if you're looking for a whole new range, we'll have you covered here.
Hello and welcome. We're Reaction Games and we're very pleased to launch our new game for World War II called Traverse. Reaction Games is a new startup and we're very proud to have designed all the 3D models ourselves, and they're all domestic printed by ourselves on our own printers, so it's all homegrown. The game itself is very much about a tactical company level World War II experience set in the early years of 1939 to 1940. The game works on the basis of what we're calling a proportional movement system, so the tanks move at different rates and different speeds relative to each other. So your fast scout vehicles may get up the table really quickly, but you may leave behind your big heavy tanks. There are no ranges, everything's using the different templates, and our own custom dice that require you to calculate the firing solution. The shot gets harder, the more likely you're going to miss. And hopefully a very fast and exciting World War II experience. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my name's Simon. This is my son Daniel. Together we run Potfield Miniatures. As you can see, we've got a reasonable range of figures that we've been working on over the past 20 odd years. The most recent are in this box here, covering the War of 1812 in America. And I've just started a range of figures for General Napoleonics, namely Duchy of Warsaw and Spanish figures, all in 28mm. We also have some new Vietnam figures, including a Surfer and an Air Cavalry Colonel. Also, in addition to the figures we've got, I tend to sculpt them all myself as well, and I also game, as does my son.
I'm Edward Morris, and this is XWC Miniatures and Moonbeast Games. All of our models are sculpted in virtual reality. So what you've got to imagine is you've got Cthulhu here, and I would have been about that big, sculpting on something 14 foot tall. And then we kind of shrunk them down, and that's what we use on the table. We've got Frogbrook Isle, which is the painting over there. That is our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons sandbox, and we're using that as a kind of staging area for our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, which my colleague is going to talk to about now.
I'm Chris Foley, this is Moonbeast Games. This is kind of a bringing Lovecraft into 5th edition D&D. At the moment we have 2 adventures that we've kind of worked on over the past year. On our left side here we've got Escape from Fogbrook University, an 8th level dungeon crawler that brings the creatures of the Dreamlands to life as they storm out of the realm of Leng to kidnap the players. On the right side, we have the significantly less serious and vastly more chaotic Three Sheets to the Wind, a raucous and violent storm through the streets of Fogbrook as the players try to get from one pub to the other. Last but not at all least, we've kind of worked on something outside of a full adventure, which is our random encounter cards, which try to give a variety of aspects of kind of Lovecraftian horror, from folk to religious, to sort of bring that all to life in one set. It's been fantastic bringing all of this to life, and I hope to produce many more adventures soon.
This looks like it's been our most successful year ever. This is certainly the largest number of traders and games that we've had in this hall. So we're very happy with how things have gone. We have to wait and see to make sure the traders are happy and they'll come back next year, but so far everyone's smiling, everyone's had a good time, and hopefully next year will be just as successful. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you're enjoying the footage and seeing what we have on offer at Broadside, and hopefully come along next year. If you haven't been already, we'll carry this on for the next few years. We've got the hall booked up, so we'll definitely be here. So thank you.